Hi, today we're going to work on pinch pots. So it's kind of a basic form of pottery. I'm going to just angle my camera down a little bit so you can hopefully see my work surface. I'm going to go a little bit more. Sorry. There we go. Okay, I want you to be able to see the work surface and also to be able to see what I'm doing. So here we go. This is a basic pinch pot. And we're going to start to make another one. You will need your clay. I'm going to use a cutoff tool, which is basically a piece of fishing line between two little sticks, to cut off a chunk of clay. And you don't need a lot for a pinch pot. Your bowl is going to become about twice the size of the piece of clay that you use. So I'm going to just take a little bit of that off, put that back in the bag. Always seal your clay bag up to keep your clay nice and wet. And then I've got a little bowl with about an inch of water, and this clay is a little bit dry, so it's a little bit harder to work with, but I'm going to first try to make a ball with my clay. Now, pinch pots are the oldest type of pottery. They're just made with your hands. You don't need any other tools really to make a pinch pot, and it's the simplest vessel that you can make. A vessel is just an object that holds other things, and in this case it's a pinch pot bowl. So here we go. At home, you're going to need a little bowl of water, like I said. You want a board or surface you can work on. I like to keep an old rag, like maybe an old t-shirt, to just clean my surface when I'm done. Okay, I've got your basic ball right here. So like I said, pinch pot time. So you want it fairly even. You don't want it hard and cracked and packed down, but just even. And then you're going to take your thumb, press your thumb into the center of that ball, just like that. And you want to make sure that you're keeping the walls even. So I'm going to put my thumb back in that hole and rotate this clay around on my other hand. My other hand kind of serves like almost like a pottery wheel or a turntable. And I'm rotating the clay so that I'm pinching evenly. I'm also pinching down into the lower part of the pot. I'm not doing any pinching around the top of the pot at this point. As most of my clay is down low, if I pinch up high, it's going to get really thin near the top. So I'm pinching down low and rotating. And even though I haven't pinched at all at the top, the opening is getting bigger. So I notice it's getting a little cracked. I'm going to get my hands wet. Smooth a little bit of water on there. Okay, and now the opening is large enough where I can put 2 or 3 fingers into the bowl and keep rotating it on my hand. As it gets a little bit larger, I'm still squeezing quite low. I'm not pinching up high yet. If you pinch up high, it's going to get too thin too fast. So it's getting much larger now. I've got 4 fingers in the bowl. And at this point, I'm going to set it down on my surface, and we're here a little bit. So at this stage, I'm just kind of evening it out. And I want to make the walls, which are the sides of the bowl, a little bit more thin. It's very thick, which is going to make it take a long time to dry, and I don't want it to take that long to dry. I want to be able to fire it and glaze it and use this bowl for something. So it looks like it might be a great little like pet food dish or something to put a bowl of M&Ms out for friends or something like that. So I haven't decided yet what I'm actually going to do with the pinch pot bowl, but I know I wanted to make one. So opening it up, and at this stage you're just going to smooth any little cracks and try to get it as thin as possible but still nice and sturdy. So pinch pots are something that are really easy. You can start over as many times as you want. You can watch the wedging video to learn how to get your clay back into usable form if you start over. If you really want a smooth, even top, some artists will even take their pinch pots, flip them upside down, and kind of tap them a few times to sort of even out the top. Once you do that, you'll still have a bit of adjusting to do though. So pinch pots are not an exact science. Everybody makes them differently, and they're really fun, and you can always restart. So don't be too precious about your pinch pots.